We got to get this done. We at it again. Okay, anyways, what's up, y'all? It's your girl, Tae Marie, and we back on this thing. Okay, you all obviously see I came back with it. We back at it like we ain't never left, because I didn't. I just started the camera back over. What's up? It's your girl, Tae Marie, and we back on this thing like I ain't never left. I already said that, but what's up? And yes. Okay, so this one is titled, I'll Do It, But I Don't. Okay. We're talking about it. We are talking about it all month. I might just go all 4 weeks on y'all. By now. I should. What time is it? So the question I have is, what is it costing you to keep delaying what you know you need to be doing? First of all, these questions, okay, because it be all, maybe I should put this in the vlog, my process of doing all this stuff, because it be like, oh, like, dang, I don't know, man, why are you confronting me right now? Okay, on the first point, let's get to the logical things of this. Okay, avoidance feels easier in the moment, but it builds pressure over time, and I do feel pressured. I feel pressured because I feel like if I'm gonna do this, I gotta do this. You know what I mean? And really, I cannot take things, it's not even taking things to heart. It's just like, I don't know. I'm hearing support. I'm hearing the support, like, just like, Because I don't want to sound heartless when I say this, but it's just like, I feel like I moved past that. But I also don't like that mindset either. Because everybody wants to be supported while they're doing something great, right? Everybody wants to feel supported. Like, if you're graduating college, when they tell your people not to scream and yell when they're announcing names, you want to hear your ghetto family talk about the best. You want to hear that. You want to cry a little bit walking down that stage like, they told your asses to shit. But I'm so glad y'all here. Shout out to y'all. You want to hear that. You want to feel that. You want to have that hand clap. You know what I'm saying? We love the praise. And not because we want to eat it up, but why not? Why not? Like, even when I went to school and I didn't finish, you know, I felt the pressure because I was a new mom. I got myself into this situation. And I had to take accountability for what I did. And yes, eventually I got burnt out and I backed away. And not even for the sacrifice of, oh, I'm tired. It was more of the sacrifice of seeing where my selfishness was. And realizing, like, okay, obviously I didn't step away the right way, but I was like, I gotta back up real quick. And eventually, yes, like, things worked out the way it was supposed to go, but still, if I never, like, cause that day when I finally went back to the office and just finished where I left off, if I didn't listen to that push that was like, go up there, then I probably would have missed my chance to do it, where it would have equaled out to me just paying for something that I never finished, gave up on, and it is what it is. And yet, even though it sounds like a big thing, when I did have the chance to be in the environment and life, aligned itself to just let things work how it was supposed to, it motivated me to just get out of my bubble, you know, and it's been something that has turned into my own personal happiness, honestly. Something that I've been trying to do even before I became a mother. Like, just indulging in it. On the empathetic side of things, sometimes you're not being lazy. You're just overwhelmed and you're tired. And that's where it comes to where I'm at with things. Like I said before, I think in the last video, there were moments in life where I couldn't think about my craft. I couldn't think about making a video or talking about the things that I needed to, because I didn't have the headspace for it. I did not have the headspace to give advice and let people know things and all this other stuff, especially when, you know, your mind is elsewhere. In the midst of all that, trying to find time. Things take time and things are going to get there when they get there. But also making the time. Making the time to really just say, like, okay, this is what we're about to do and this is how we're about to handle it. So how do I start this? And in the background, that's all I was doing. Working, trying to balance this out, trying to find how this is going to work for me so it can actually become what I want it to be. When I finally do have the time to do what I need to do, it's already in the books. It's already written down. It's already outlined. It is already ready for me to just come on here and do what I need to do, research whatever I need to research, and be in action. Making the time for the things that you love. I love doing this. And sometimes I think to myself, like, people aren't gonna like this. They may think this is childish, but at the same time, I don't think it's childish. And like I said before, this is truly for the people that feel me. They definitely feel me. They feel the same way. They're looking for their outlet. They're looking for that push and the motivation. And I'm here to tell you, keep doing what you're doing. Even if I look tired, it's okay. I just had a long day at work, but I made sure I showed up for myself today. Because I'm tired of sitting back not saying nothing. Even though I felt like I had to be silent for a minute. I was tired of saying, I'll do it, but never moving, never doing it, you know. And even when I'm scared, I'm still gonna come and do it. Even if somebody tells me to shut the F up, I'ma still come back home and do it. Not to make you mad, but to let you know you don't run me or this show. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, this is my life. Instead of worrying about what does not matter, go do something that matters to you, okay? And because I'm doing something that matters to me. And I pray that everybody does something. Go make a song and make it #1. You know, go do something. You know, don't project on me, because I don't want to hear it. Go do you. And I'm going to applaud you when I see you. I'm going to like it, repost it, and share. Okay? Again, let's process this. Okay, so when it comes to delaying yourself, when it comes to the cost of delaying yourself, emotionally, you're going to feel disappointed and you're going to feel stuck. You're going to feel like nothing is working. Nothing is happening. What is going on? And it's just like, there's a block somewhere. What's going on? Where's your mind at? What is the big problem in your life? What is it? You know? And mentally, you could keep replaying what you need to do. And that's what really be happening. Like, I'll be sitting in my room and I could just be looking at my notebook, and then I'll start thinking about soul food, or I'll be thinking about, what's up, y'all? It's your girl. Like, I'm just like, you know, beating myself up because it's just like, I want to just get started. Why am I not moving? What is going on here? Me being shy, me really putting myself out there, me really just like, you know, getting out of this old mindset of shut your mouth, Taylor, and really doing it, you know, because again, I know what I say can be a lot. I know what I say can be shocking, but it had to be said. And you know, again, it's just like I want to be that voice for people that want to say something. I meet a lot of people like that in my life, you know, that are one way in front of people, but behind closed doors, they're not like that. They're not like that at all. They're hurt, they're sad, they're only showing this because deep down it's something else, you know. And I'm that voice to tell them, like, get the fuck out of that, excuse me, but get out of that. Get out of that. And speak your truth. Tell people what's real. What's real? What's the truth? Don't lie to me. I don't want to be lied to. Get on my face. Like, what's real? What's the truth? Even just having those daydreams make me just feel bad because I delayed myself. I wouldn't even feel right. Like spiritually, I won't even feel right because it's just like, why are you doing this? You know? Fear, hopelessness, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like not knowing if I'll be accepted. But that comes with the territory. That comes with it because it's just like when you put yourself out there, you do get something. People look at you a certain way and all that other stuff, and it's just like, dude, you know. But then at the same time, it come back again to you cannot worry about what people feel about you because, you know, even though I love getting advice and I'm on here talking about certain subjects that I may know, may research, whatever. Thank you for me to be able to teach, but thank you as well for me being able to learn. And that's all that need to be said. I may not know everything. Matter of fact, I don't know everything, but I'm gonna talk about what I know. And what I know, I'm going to speak on it. And if I peep it, I'm going to speak on it. Because it needs to be spoken on if it needs to be spoken on. If it don't, y'all see me, I've been gone for a while. Sometimes you just need to be quiet and be silent. But at the same time, show up for yourself. Whatever it is, show up for yourself. You know? You know, socially, I isolated myself because I just feel like I'm not focusing on things that I want to do. Things are going to take time, seasons are going to change, and truly it is a time and place for everything. You know, create a schedule. Maybe I need a schedule just so I could, you know, do certain things and make certain videos, you know, like, and put them out in a certain amount of times. Maybe that's what I need to do. But either way it goes, I can't keep on disappointing myself. And I haven't found that balance yet to actually be like, okay, I can focus on this, or okay, Because, like, even today, even though I am tired and I want to go in, and I may just do the other one tomorrow or something, but regardless, I don't want to ignore this as if I don't care. And I hope anybody watching this knows that if you are called to do something, do it. Because ultimately it's really not for you, it's for the next person. You know, it may be somebody that needs to hear that. And I know that it can sound far-fetched, but it don't be that far-fetched. Delayed obedience is still disobedience. And why it matters is time doesn't pause just because you do. Everything you delay, you reinforce the habit of avoidance. And that's what I don't want. I don't want to avoid doing what I love because I'm fearful of whatever makes me fearful. You know, I spoke about this today, like, you know, like, not too much of fear of failing. I will admit, maybe I have a fear of succeeding a little bit. And yeah, I don't know. But that's mainly what I'm thinking of. That's one big thing, fear of succeeding. Like, where is it gonna take me? Who is it gonna make me? You know, will I forever be this person? Because life can change you, circumstances can change you, you know? And one thing is, I don't want to get lost. I don't like when I feel lost. I don't like when I don't feel, you know? And again, that comes back to boundaries. Like, what boundaries do you have in your life? But time definitely doesn't pause for anybody. That's why I really spoke on it last video about traveling, doing you, finding time for you, doing the things that you love right now, finding yourself. You know, you can't just sit here and ignore who you are and wait till, like, you know, plan for things. You know, one thing that I was working on is separating my life in certain sections so I can organize certain things, organize my money, get better acquainted to, you know, my world versus who I am at work. You know, put me in atmospheres where I'm not thinking about work. I don't even want to have my phone, my laptop, nothing. I just want to have fun. I'm recording, just getting stuff done, and maybe later if I'm bored, I'll just edit or whatever before I go to bed or something like that, whatever. But, you know, I like to plan for moments where I'm not thinking about nothing. And I feel like that makes me happy because I want to live that type of life as well, where I am somewhere with people I love and trust, and I'm not thinking about nothing. I'm not thinking about nothing. I'm chilling. I'm just thinking about whatever happens while I'm at where I'm at. But other than that, I'm chilling. I'm having fun. I'm pampering myself. I'm just having a great time. You know. So the question I have for the viewers is, what have you been putting off that you know is necessary for your growth? I'll say working out, because for one, I keep saying that I want to do this, but the battle that I'm battling is, I know I need to just work out at home. Even though I really don't want to just work out at home. I want to go to Zumba or something. But it's looking like I'm gonna have to work out at home. And it's just like, I've been avoiding it so bad. Besides dealing with my content, because it's just like, ugh. But I've been, because I just been so tired. Work has been kicking my butt. But let's get on these goals. So the first goal I have is create structure. Like I told y'all, separating my year has been a beautiful thing. Like it definitely gave me a perspective, especially with my money. Like, what time of the year is my broke season? Not my broke, we're not saying that word. What season am I spending a lot? And what season am I, comfortable, whatever. So that has been an eye opener for me because, I need, like, I need to know, like, where's my money going? So, and not even where is it going, but like, where do I need to invest into? Because, like I said, like, I don't know. I like balance. I like structure. I like things to make sense. But also, I am a dreamer. I love to be creative. I love to do certain things. I love to have fun, especially with my son. And if I have the kids, we definitely going to go do something if I have it. And that's why, again, invest your money. But yes, it's time for that, because at the end of the day, I'm really blessed to have the people that I have in my life, especially my mother. Shout out to my mother. She, man, look. And one thing that I appreciate her for is just being there, and, not only making the kids' life good, but even looking back at my life, making my life fun and entertaining as well. Like, we did so much stuff. Like, man, don't y'all remember the water parks, bro? Like, I miss the water parks, the water slides where you used to go, and then it would be like, man. And that's all I want for my son. Like, I had some days where my childhood got a little dark, but those moments where I was on that water slide, that moment when we was in Florida and at my family reunion, and we got rained on and all our clothes turned orange because our shirts were so bright orange, and that rain felt like we was in the middle of a hurricane, and then it disappeared in 10 minutes. Like, or going to Georgia, going to Alabama, spending time in New York. Like, you know what I'm saying? I want to give that to my son, because at the end of the day, I enjoyed that part of my life. I enjoyed traveling. I enjoyed seeing that Ohio wasn't just the only place in the world for me. There's many other places that I could choose to go visit and see. There's plenty of places, and they don't look like where I'm from. Like, I'm glad that, my mom is there to help and get us to experience that. And if you don't even have that help, because I feel like I neglect that with people that may not have that. But then let me tell you this. It's important for not only your kids, but you as well, to go out there and see what else is out there. Save your money and stop spending it on stuff that don't matter. Don't spend it on things that don't matter. Create a structure. Shoot, I based it off of what? My birthday, my son's birthday, everything in the middle, that priority list I told y'all about a long time ago. Like, what is it? God, myself, my son, my mom, my dad, family and friends. You know, figure out where those dots are in your life and peep that. Section that out. And that's exactly what I did, and I see it for what it is. And man, it's cool. I like it. It definitely gives me that hindsight vision on what's going on. Okay, next. This is what you should do daily. Do things even when you don't feel like it. Like right now, I don't feel like recording because I'm tired. And I just don't want to come on here and just be mumbo jumbo in it, because I really want to show something, or, you know, bring something to the table. But sometimes you gotta do it tired. Sometimes you gotta do it scared. Sometimes you gotta do it when you look in a hot ass mess. It don't matter what it is, as long as you get the message out. You know, it ain't gotta be a perfect moment. As long as you got the message out. It ain't gotta be 30 minutes of content. If it's 5 minutes of content, you gotta let it out. You gotta keep whatever you got going, so it can turn into something. When it comes to your business, stay consistent. And again, hard. But at the same time, you gotta realize what you are doing it for. What are you doing it for? And don't say the money, because the money gonna come. What you doing it for? Are you doing it to save people? Are you doing it to give something still good, but a healthier choice and taste? What is it? What is it that you're doing this for? Are you just flexing? What are you doing this for? Because at the end of the day, once you figure out what you're doing it for, then you have a platform. Then it got some legs, arms, and it can stand up and do what it need to do. Once you figure out what your mission is, it's already being built. So again, the next thing is you gotta stay consistent on building it, making it be what it is, you know. When it comes to your finances, build discipline with your money and your effort, you know. This year, I'm not playing with y'all. What is this, April? What? If you spent that money and you blew it on something crazy, something that's not going to benefit you at the end of the day, I want you to take your hand and smack the dirt over it. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? I want you to be smart with your money, not dumb with your money. Do what you need to do for the future that you're trying to build. That seed is going to be something to build. Okay? If you have kids, flat out, go get them an account that's going to grow. And don't you touch it. Matter of fact, you can't touch it, because you going to get, something going to happen. You're going to get a consequence. So go put in some money. Do that for your kids. Let that build up. Don't even have a baby till that thing is built up. You hear what I'm saying? Don't even do nothing. Get your priorities together. You hear what I'm saying? I ain't playing with y'all no more. No, I'm just playing. But yeah, go build something. Go do something. Go do something for your future, so you can look back at it and be like, dang, like that's what I want to do. I want my son to have it. But also, while you building that, teach these kids how to handle some money. You know, don't be all willy-nilly with it. I just got into it with my son at Legoland. Okay, that was a sight to see. But I had to let him know, like, because, you know, a part of me, because I get it, we parents and we understand that when our babies want something, we want to give it, but I had to come back to it. Boy, I'm your mama. Listen to me, okay? Because it was a situation just where He had a limit. He wanted something. It went on that budget, boy. You gonna have to wait on that. So he was gonna settle for something that he did not want at all. You feel what I'm saying? You see where I'm going? And I'm just like, okay, well, if you picking this up but you still crying, you still got an attitude, then what you want it for? It don't look like you want it. Well, I want something. You put it back. Boy, what are you talking about? You're not even getting what you want. You don't even got what you want. What do you want? You want this one. Okay, well, at the end of the day, that's not on your budget. Now, when you got more money on your budget, then maybe we can get it. But today ain't the day that you get it. And that's something I'm also learning about my stuff. Okay? Because I got something on my list that I want too. Do you hear me? But I be telling myself every day, even when you get close to it, bro, you still gonna have to wait. Just a little bit more time. You still gonna have to wait. And it's just like, that's the reality you gotta think about. That's the reality of it. It hurt. It's gonna make you mad, but it is what it is. And that's something that he also had to learn that day. No, it wasn't hard, but we had words with each other. He wasn't liking what I was saying. We had to walk out that store that day. But at the end of the day, it's just like, no, but you're gonna understand, sir. You're not just about to be spending my money because you just wanna spend some money. If you're going to spend some money, spend it on something that you actually want. You're not about to just spend my money because you couldn't get something else. You ain't about to settle. You going to wait. It's just like what I told myself about this. This just random, but this is real. Take this with you, please. But it's just like, like, y'all already know I'm already on my little, journey of not, indulging. And, some days I'll be thinking to myself, like, dang, like, having nostalgic moments of just like, can't wait till the day, But at the same time, it's just like, I don't want to just let that just be the day, you know what I'm saying? I've always wanted, not that fairy tale type of thing, but I always wanted that feeling when I indulge with my person, that I truly feel. It's not fake, it's not phony, it is. Every time. Mad, sad, or whatever, it's always magical. Because I know that's what love feels like. It just feels great every time, like, period. Like, I'm happy. I'm not going to bed mad, and not because that person know how to put it down, but it's for the fact that what me and this person has is truly beautiful. And even when we express ourselves, when we indulge in each other, it's beautiful because it's real. And, with the same thing my son had to learn from me that day at the mall, it's the same thing I'm learning through waiting. It's just like, it's either go find a F-boy or truly wait until you find somebody that truly wants to indulge in you, and not just in the bedroom, but also outside of it. Wants to really see you for you and be a part of your life in whatever way that they can be. Because let me tell you something, it's going to be well worth it and well deserved when the person really cares about you. And things, you may go through a couple of headaches, But when it truly feels right, when it truly feels balanced, when it truly just feels like I didn't just jump into this really just happened, it really feels right, it is what it is type of feeling, then that's what it is. Like, you know, I feel like I went everywhere with it. But, and even with the community, lastly, the community, be an example of consistency. Even though I may pop in and out of social media with my talks, one thing that I have noticed is people know who I am and what I do. People can obviously see that I enjoy this. And that's one thing that keeps me coming back. And can't nobody ever take that from me, because at the end of the day, I haven't even met everybody that speaks to me about what I do. You know, I'd be surprised about people even saying something to me, you know, because I feel so low key with it. I feel like nobody watches it until somebody tells me they actually watch my content. And then it's just like, oh, and they talk to me about it, and they really be like, oh, you really do watch my stuff. Like, you know, and it makes me nervous because it's like, but it also makes me happy because it's reminders how I see it, that I'm doing something good. I'm doing something good. I'm happy that they seen it like that and they sat through it and they letting me know that I'm funny and keep going and all that stuff. The positive things about it, I love that, because that's all I'm trying to do. Put a smile on people's faces, let them know it's not the end of the world. Talk them off that little cliff of theirs in their mind, like, come on now, it's not that deep, baby. Don't let that be the reason. Come on over here and let's talk like something, you know. So let me just reinforce this: you don't need more time, you need more discipline. And I be thinking, I be like, I need more time in the day. No, I need to just come and do it. I just need to come sit down and do it. Like right now, I'm so proud of myself, and I'm so proud that I sat here and made the second one. I think I'll make the other one tomorrow though, because I can't do it right now because I already fell asleep a little bit making this video. But I'm proud of myself because I really want this to be something that I can be proud of. I want this to be something I can grow from. Because once this grows, then that means I can truly help people like I want to. But if I keep stopping myself, those people aren't going to be helped. Those things that I see that I know that I really want to get to isn't going to get done because I'm being impatient or I'm being fearful or whatever it is. But I kind of keep reminding myself to keep moving when I'm scared and let myself know that whatever negative thing tries to come and stop me does not matter, because at the end of the day, they're truly not even hearing me. They're projecting on me. They want me to stop talking because, I don't know, because I know what I say out my mouth isn't that bad. And when I speak on God, if you don't want to hear about God, don't come on here, because I'm going to speak on God. I just want to, I want to continue on, and I don't want to be stuck on things, I used to think that I needed to feel ready. I I had to feel ready. I had to whatever. Now I know that I just need to start. I gotta push myself. I gotta do all these things, you know. Like I heard today, some people feel like they gotta buy a million things just to make something perfect. Dude, I'm making this off of iMovie, my camera, and a tripod I bought from Five Below. I can go edit this right now and post it right now if I wanted to. I don't need much. Just Wi-Fi. Hardly, well, when I upload, if you really want something to get done, you just gotta do it, or it will never get done. You can talk about all your dreams, but until you make that first step forward, then that next and next and next and next and the next step, that's when things are truly gonna be what they're gonna be. But until then, it's just a thought in your head. We're making actions. I told you we move it intentionally. All right, the quote I got is discipline will take you where motivation can't. Ooh. Yeah, because I can sit here and motivate all day, but it's one thing to listen. It's hard to make movement, because when you make movement, you really gotta move with intention. Whew, and attention is hard. Like, you gotta really move intentional. Because you gotta remember, everything ain't gotta be perfect. Like I said, you want this amount of content, but sometimes you gotta put out the 5-minute content that you got, just so people can see something, just so the message can get out from what you have so far. It ain't gotta be perfect. It just gotta have some type of purpose. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah. But I like that though. Discipline will take you where motivation can't. All right, so my closing reflection that I have is, what if the life you want is on the other side of what you keep avoiding? And it's really because you just never think that you're going to ever get there. But here's the secret to that. You won't ever get there. You know why? Because you think like that. If you believe that you will never get to a point that truly you could actually get there. You could actually get there. If you believe that for yourself, that's exactly what it's going to turn out to be. You can't limit yourself. All right, guys, I'm out, because that right there is enough for me. Like, truly, if you truly avoid this, if you avoid what is meant for you, you will never, like, you just won't have it. All off of fear, all off of whatever. But sometimes you gotta realize too that people see things that you don't. You know, people see your potential. People see when you're sad. People see when somebody, a friend, a significant other, is not good for you. People see what you do not see, because when you're in things, you don't see it how an outside source is in. You're already in it. Heart, whatever is attached to it, you're already in it. But when you're in a situation where now you're avoiding, like you're avoiding going somewhere different, even when you know you need to head that way. It's just gonna keep bothering you. You're gonna keep talking about it. It's just gonna keep on popping in your mind. Either do something about it, or yeah, just deal with the fact that you never achieved it. And I thought about that too. Like, what if I just never tapped back in? And guess what I did? Started recording, because I can't see myself not doing it. I've been fiending to edit something. And I'm just like, then why aren't you making videos so you can edit? I'm still falling asleep. Let me start that over. It's easy to avoid the other side, because you're living in the current place that you're living. You know, things are easier because it's predictable. Things seem hard because it gets unpredictable. But when you're in a situation where you cannot call what's going to happen next, yes, it provides you to focus now. It provides you an opportunity to experience something new. You know, take you out your comfort zone. You may even bring what you learned before into what you have that's new, to build strength, to build confidence, to build whatever it is. I just want to say that I love you guys. Of course, thank you for tapping in, okay? But for real, no more just avoiding, no more procrastination. Like, you know, definitely take time for yourself, but also know what's right for you. What do you want to do with yourself? How are you going to, you know, accomplish these goals? So, I'm out of here, guys. I love you guys. Peace.